Dan Hodges, our naturalist at the Johnny Appleseed Metro Parks, is here for our nature segment today, and you have a little bit of noise you're going to make for us.
Oh, absolutely. And listen, tell me if you recognize this sound. This is one of my very favorites.
Well, yeah, I think we've all got them going.
Hear that shaky, ooh, rattly. Oh, doesn't that bring back the dog days of summer, right?
Absolutely. I think
this is a cicada. Cicadas often called locusts, too, the colloquial term. A lot of times locust is for grasshoppers. But cicadas are fascinating little insects. Well, I say little, but they're actually pretty big.
Yeah, they are. You can grab them.
These are good-sized animals. So here's a finger for a comparison, right? So these are decent-sized animals. They've been living underground for 2 to 5 years. The group that we're talking about, by the way, is the annual cicadas. So there's another group called periodical. We'll talk about that in 17 years from 2020.
I won't be here.
The annual cicadas are coming out every year because their life cycles are staggered. So they've been in the ground for 5 years, but we get new ones every year. These are coming out. They're leaving these wonderful little exuvia. These little tiny, look, watch this. They just hang on your clothes. They make a lovely brooch. So if you put that right there,
I may wear that.
Looks really nice. I've tried before too. If you put your hair back just like this, they'll keep your hair. My hair's a little short for that. But they leave those little exuvia, and you'll see them around. Right, they're coming out of the ground. They've been living there for 5 years. They'll shed their skin, and they're up there singing. The males are singing to attract a mate. That's just what males do. We have several species here in Ohio, with 3 kind of big ones in this area. So I've got a couple of images here, right? This swamp cicada, they all look the same. If you look at these two, I couldn't even tell you which one is which. But the idea is they don't sound the same. So I played that that shaky one. But listen to this one. This is called the scissor grinder cicada.
Yeah, that one's pretty popular.
Hold on, there we go. Hold on, here it is. And he makes this pulsing. And this is usually a little bit later in the day, too. So the scissor grinder, and then Lynn's cicada, too, is another good one. Let's listen to Lynn's cicada. All of these animals have this sucking mouth part. And so they're drinking from the trees. They only live about a month, though. Once they come up out of the ground, I better turn her off. There you go. Oh, and then one of the interesting things I think about these guys is they're creating a sound differently than other animals. So crickets and katydids are rubbing things together. These guys have this special organ here called a tympanum inside, and they got a big hollow body too. So they're creating sound with this. It's got like a series of ribs that are contracting and as they're not breaking, but as they're contracting, they're creating the sound. So what an interesting animal, different sounds, and really the quintessential summer bug, right? And when they want to tell you it's hot in the movies, they'll play a cicada.
All right, locusts, cicadas. You can learn more by visiting the Johnny Appleseed Metro Parks, or maybe even your own backyard. And we're back with more right after this.